All right, we're live, and I'm gonna try to share this. Got my hair, my can't see my face because.
Oh, goodness. Nobody wants to see your face.
Can't see it.
That didn't do any good.
I'm gonna go share this in places that. Oh crap!
He don't know what he's doing.
I go share it in these other places. James Hester's on there. What's up? Sorry, I had this thing set to. I had this thing set to mobile, and now I'm changing it to
Webcam.
to webcam. So bear with me. I gotta share a few links.
It wouldn't let us change the current link
Yeah,
from mobile because he created it on his phone this morning.
Yeah, I guess we're too old
apparently
to do it right. So we'll share it to Warehouse. Share it to HB page.
Birmingham area RC.
No. RC3 Shark. We're gonna wait for some people to get on here. Y'all come in, say hello. We're gonna talk about the race, what's going on, what the plans are, and everything. And
see if anybody's still waiting on the other one. 3 are waiting on the other one. Oh goodness! And I don't know. Does it show?
Go into it.
I mean, I can't because
I hadn't started.
Right. Is there a way for you to go on there
and start it
and see who's waiting and tell them?
Y'all, sorry, we're messing up. What's up, Lloyd?
We're so old.
I'm screwing up here.
Yes.
No, this is live, so maybe they'll all. We're gonna wait for some folks to get on here. Y'all have anything you want to talk about? We'll talk about it.
Hang on, I'm going to the YouTubes and let's see if it still shows.
It'll probably say waiting.
Okay, you got a live one, and then
that's on the community thing.
Go subscription.
Sorry, y'all, we're messing up. What's up, RC Jers? We're gonna talk about the race this weekend, our last race, the end of an era race.
See, it's still showing upcoming. But it says live right there, and
I need to delete that one.
It says live. Yeah.
Y'all bear with me.
Bless his heart.
Got a lot going on. Content. Live.
Yeah, delete that one because that's where we're at now.
Let's see what it says on here now. Live stream from mobile. Why does it do that?
No, it's gone.
Okay. Whatever. So yeah, racing this weekend. This weekend is our last race at the warehouse. The end of an era race. It's going to be pretty big. It's going to be 3 days. We're going to have practice tomorrow from 10 to 10. Let me change this camera a little bit. Sorry, I was not prepared.
Well, for the last 15 minutes, he's been trying to figure out how to change it from mobile to webcam.
It's not working right. So tomorrow's practice from 10 to 10. I'm going to get there kind of early. Not going to be open. I'm going to get there kind of early to do a little maintenance, pipe repair, and a few other little things. So probably going to water the track again. I've been watering very heavy because we had some problems with the sprinkler schedule wasn't working, and it's been dry as can be. We hadn't had any moisture in the air, so the track has been drying out really bad. So I've been trying to play catch up. I've been watering a lot, and I watered really heavy by hand this morning. So I just got a picture from Andrew Wilkerson went by the track. Let's see if I can find that. I don't know if you can see that, but That's the track as about an hour ago. It's like a mud hole. So I'm probably not going to water anymore tonight. I'm going to probably get there early tomorrow and see what it looks like and water, vacuum, whatever I got to do, make pipe repairs. Tomorrow, I assume at the end of the day, we'll probably be doing some more pipe repair with, all day practice. I don't know how many people are going to show up for that, but we've got limited parking area because our landlord's got a bunch of metal stuff out there. He's trying to move it out of the way best he can. You are what, James? Wish you could make it tomorrow. Josh Russell, I thought you're not going to be tomorrow. You're going to be Saturday and Sunday because you got a reserved spot. So we reserved spots upstairs and filled them up pretty fast. So that's good. That helped us raise a little more money and help people reserve a spot. Pretty neat being upstairs and you get to mingle with all the other members and everything. So, you are coming for practice. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know what you meant.
He's old.
Did you take your trailer by already? I hope too many people aren't doing that because they're still going to be running business tomorrow. He said if you back up against that fence over there, you should be okay. I went by there this morning and he had some stuff over there, but he was steadily moving stuff around with a forklift. So we'll see. They're going to try to get their trucks parked inside, and hopefully they'll give us as much room as possible. We're going to fill that parking lot up, and if we have to have any more space, I think we can pit in the field outside by the fence. YouTube's let me know I'm live. Anthony says smile. Listen, she's smiling.
Well, I keep staring at this gray hair right here. I mean, y'all, this is sick. That's all I at the camera. It's gray hair.
So
or white.
Yeah, when y'all come in, say hello. Let me know if y'all are coming tomorrow. We're gonna find out. So we are patiently waiting on the HB e-buggy to show up as we speak.
Yeah, it's supposed to be here by the end of the night.
It still says it's a last minute shipment. That's a long story I'm not going to get into. Oh, Anthony can't make it. Sorry about that.
What'd it say? Delayed till tomorrow. Well,
it still says Thursday by the end of the day. It's in transit from Georgia, so there's a chance it may not show up till tomorrow.
But I also haven't got whatever FedEx package I'm getting.
Yeah, so FedEx has not been the most reliable thing for us lately. So, but anyway, we're kind of hoping that the doorbell's going to ring while we're doing this and the buggy show up, but it's not looking like it. So, worst case, it'll be tomorrow. If it's something happens, maybe Saturday, and who knows? But we're going to give it away Sunday. $10 raffle tickets. Cyclone RC, good evening, Danny and better half. What's going on?
The most awesome half. I'm going to try to behave.
So we're going to we'll get a few more people in here. You all got any questions about how the race? Is there a way to donate to the cause that's not GoFundMe? Sure. I'll send you a link to our PayPal. Devon Bear is our treasurer now. He's got a PayPal. We'll take.
Yeah, he's supposed to be keeping track of everything. So.
Yeah, and he's taking track. He's keeping it private, but there's David. I know he'll be there. We're keeping it private, but we're keeping track of who donates what, so we know and can keep record of it. But we're not going to share it with everybody. So yeah, the car is going to be. Yeah, I understand. The car is an HB E819 RS e-buggy kit. What's up, John? It's going to be $10 per entry. We're going to have raffle tickets. Devon's got some of those. I think there's some raffle prizes too. A few, that's not too many because, believe it or not, we had a lot of sponsors that committed to helping us out more for Toys for Tots. And when we changed our story about the track closing, I thought we would still get the same support, if not more. But surprisingly, we haven't had many hits on it. It's disappointing. So it is what it is. We got a few things to do for door prizes and whatnot. We got some nice trophies we bought. It's going to be a pretty serious race. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to that's why we're making it. We don't necessarily have to make it 2 days or 3 days, but we can, and it's just one last hurrah. This is really to raise money. First of all, to get there's Greg. Had to watch a freaking commercial to get here.
Yay!
Well, I hope you watched the whole thing.
Right. And did you click on the link?
And
Did you go buy something?
Yeah. That's how I get paid from this, but it's not much. Unless y'all want to click that little $ there and send super chats, you can send donations to me for that if you want to. But anyway, yeah, the track isn't closed. Anthony brought a good point. The track isn't closing, just changing locations. Just for now, our number one priority is get our dirt and get our stuff out. And David always skips that.
David.
But in his defense, he gives super chats. So.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're allowed.
He's okay. All right, and he's my dog, so it's all right. So speaking of that, I guess I talked to Zach McDaniel. That was pretty cool. He's going to try to get back into racing. So yeah, like Anthony said, it's not closing; it's just changing locations, which is true. But we're doing this event strictly to raise as much money as we can to go towards our future ventures. James is not going to cry. I'm going to. I might before this is over with. But tomorrow I'm going to be a mess, or even the whole weekend. But so we're trying to raise money to do our first. Yeah, our first goal is to get our dirt out and get our stuff out and stored. That's number one.
That's going to cost a lot.
That's going to cost a lot of money. Just getting the dirt out alone is going to cost close to $3,000, and we don't have $3,000. So we got a little bit, and hopefully what we raise this weekend will cover it. And then our next step is what we want to do is buy like a Connex box, storage container, and store our stuff in it. And hopefully that can be the base of our driver stand for our next track. And so we're taking baby steps. It's the only thing we can do. So we got to.
Right now we're just trying to get through this race, and then start tearing things down after that. Get prepared to be moved out. And then
Lloyd Campbell, $10,
dude.
He's just
I
setting an
like
example. Yeah. Thank you, James Hester, 99 cents. Thank you. That's awesome. It all adds up. He's got a little smiley face with $ signs on it.
But yeah, I think at this point it's just about getting through the race, getting moved out, and then we can jump on the next phase.
Yeah.
And we've been looking some, but
the dirt is important. For one, you don't want to just leave the dirt there to get used up in somebody's yard or something.
That's going to be sentimental for the next.
It's sentimental. It's that dirt. It's got history. It's been 12, 13 years.
That's 15 years. Isn't this like the longest running track in Alabama?
Matt Gordon said that they did the track in 2010, so I think it's more like 12, 13 years.
Okay, because Britt said 15. Britt,
yeah. So
where are you at?
Either way.
But I think somebody said it was like the longest running track.
Yeah, the longest running track in indoor track in Alabama for sure. Longest running track period in Alabama. To be honest, what we have is a unicorn. To get what we get for the price is unheard of these days. So we've been fortunate to have it as long as we have, and it's heartbreaking, but it is what it is.
I just can't quit looking at this gray. I'm gonna sit here.
I think it's sexy.
Oh God, it makes me look old.
So, tomorrow's I go ahead and start talking about what's going to go on. So tomorrow is going to be practice from 10 to 10. I'm going to get there kind of early, do some track maintenance, water, see what I got to do, make sure everything's in tip-top shape. And if some members want to get there to help me clean up a little bit, we need to.
No doubt. Dealing with him and Maggie.
Anthony says you earned the gray hairs.
Oh, y'all are sweet. I feel like it makes me look old.
Make it purple, blue, whatever you want. I like it like it is. So tomorrow's going to be practice. I got 2 cars to rebuild. I'm going to run call the race for us. So that's another thing. John, the voice Jennings, the best in the business, is going to be doing his thing one last time at the warehouse. Means a lot to me.
Don't start. I can hear your voice breaking up.
It really does. It means a lot to me and several people. So
all this over a toy car track.
yeah, it's a family, So we're gonna race. So we're gonna start Saturday at 10 o'clock, and we're gonna run 8-minute qualifiers. So we're gonna have 2 qualifiers on Saturday, 8-minute heads up qualifiers the way God intended. That's my line. So we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a good time and get it on. So we're gonna have 2 qualifiers Saturday, and then Sunday we'll start at 10 as well. We're gonna have 1 qualifier and then the mains. There's no. Let's see. I'm missing stuff.
David, no doubt. And now my nose is running. Y'all making me tear up.
Yeah, David's taking it pretty hard too. I poured my heart and soul in this place, and it hurts. But we're going to have Sunday. We're going to have double A mains and e-buggy only, and then the nitro main is going to be the last race. All out battle for 30 minutes. It's going to be good. 30-minute race is always fun. John is going to run nitro, he says, so we may need somebody to step up and call that race. And if he needs help, I'll jump in or whatever. So, yeah, Devon's poured his heart into it too. So, yeah, it's hard for all of us. These places like this are a gym, and a lot of people. The turnout had been low for a little while, and we were really gaining momentum. A lot of people think the track's too small or whatever, and
but then when they come, they talk about what a good time they have.
Yeah, everybody has a great time. So, but things have changed the last 6-8 months or whatever. Devon has really stepped up and helped a lot, and we have promoted it better than I could ever do. And I think we've made a great team. I'm proud of what we've done, and we don't have anything to be ashamed of. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't because of anything we've done. It's just the fact that this guy needs the space because his business is growing faster than what he thought.
I don't know if anybody listens to Keenan's podcast, the No Name RC podcast. He mentioned this on his latest one. Was talking about a couple of tracks closing, and he mentioned that we were getting moved out because the landlord is expanding. He said it was no fault of ours, where a couple of them were just low attendance, couldn't afford it and everything. So I think what we've done has been great. So, well, thank you, y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's definitely, David. It's definitely a lot more than toy cars. It's just a way to get away and have a good time and be competitive.
Good, clean fun.
It's hard
that
to
a family can do.
I can't describe it to anybody. It's awesome. We love it and we have a good time, and we've made a lot of friends, and I've grown my YouTube channel above and beyond whatever I thought it would be, and it's mainly fed by that track, so that hurts a lot.
Right as he gets more.
I don't know if I can look. I wanted to look up and see how many total views I had. See if it let me. The other day I tried looking at it, wouldn't let me do it.
Oh, did you read what Anthony RC says?
What?
You can read. I know it's a lot of words, but you can read.
The size of the track doesn't matter. It's the enjoyment that I have while I'm there. I've always had a blast. Every time I've been, you always treat me like family. Well, appreciate it. We appreciate you coming and having a good time. We want everybody to have a good time. We don't want to discriminate anybody. Yeah, we're going to make it through, and we're going to come back better than ever. Let's see. Let me see if I can look this up. Sorry. It won't let me look total views up. But I got one that's got 28 million views. I've got well over 30, close to 40 million views total. So, and it's mostly because of the track and the atmosphere and what we've done. And
28 million views right here.
Yeah. So the pit stop was
And
really
then
what
the
did
other
it.
one is what, pushing 2 million?
Yeah. So the pits. But it's all fed from that track. If we
Yeah.
didn't have the track, we would have never done it. So
No doubt.
yeah, it's a great place. Yeah, everybody hit a thumbs up, like Cyclone says. Let us know you're here. So anybody got any questions about what we're going to do over the weekend? Feel free to ask. We're going to have pretty good turnout, I think. I don't know, big events for us in the past have suffered a little bit. I've kind of come to realize that some people think they got to pit inside,
But this is going to be perfect weather for pitting outside.
Yeah, there's plenty of room to pit outside in the parking lot, and there's a big field next to us. There's a big, what we call a grassy knoll behind the trailers.
That's what he calls it.
Yeah, that back there has room for some pop-ups. Some of it's not level, but we can work it out. We can, like the trailers that are there, that are going to be there, people can pit right there in front of it too.
I hate this gray.
Yes, I think I told her. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I thought it was sexy. I dig it.
Oh God.
So, yeah, I'm going to get there. I got some work. I don't know where we're going to start. I'm going to probably take some entries tomorrow night at some point. It's tomorrow afternoon. I'll just announce that on the radio so I can get some of the entries put in the system. I'll try to get it set up tomorrow night sometime. And then we'll take entries up until about 9 o'clock Saturday morning. We'll get there early, probably 6 o'clock Saturday.
I know you ain't saying we. You.
We and it's probably me and Devon, not me and her.
Him and the mouse in his pocket.
So yeah, we're gonna make the most of it and have a good time. So I don't know if I covered everything.
Somebody's bringing food. Supposedly.
Oh yeah,
selling food. Is it Henderson?
All them views. Everyone else digs the gray.
Okay, maybe I'll keep the gray.
I'm not gonna do as many videos this weekend. I'm gonna try to make a video about the event and everything, and I'm gonna try to enjoy it more, not just video the whole time. I'm obviously gonna video. David sent $9.99. Thank you.
Woo.
So I'm obviously gonna do the mic'd up GoPro videos of my races. I won't mic up the e-buggy. Maybe I will. Maybe I will come up with something unique for that. But I'm going to video my races, and I may video some to add to a regular video.
Yeah, we need to have the mics on for the e-buggy too. We usually don't do that, but I think
we ought to get me mic'd up with somebody else driving.
Jerk.
Yeah,
why wouldn't you want to be mic'd up with me?
Well, I would, but I was thinking another driver, but you definitely want to do it with Greg. He'd be trying to cheat somehow, mess you up.
He'll trot you.
So, yeah, he was. There was some trotting going on the other night. He was trying to.
No trotting, Greg.
He kept jumping the bridge like you're not supposed to, trying to catch up. And Joseph kept calling him out. You can't do that, Greg. That was hilarious. And who knows how many times he skipped the track. So if he's on here, he'll probably be responding to that here in a minute.
Look, he's trying to type as you speak.
And
he's mad typing.
He wound up letting Evan Vines pass him.
So I told him no chinking tonight, so we have it in water bottles.
He said, get what I said. He said, let him pass him. Can't be Devon because he cusses too much. Hey, I do too. If you notice in the last video from Shark, I had to bleep out a few.
Oh, goodness.
So you have to be careful when you're mic'd up. You have to be careful who you talk about. Yeah, I had to bleep David out once. You have to be careful what you say about people too, because you may say something that'll make them mad. So I can always bleep all that out. But what sucks about it is I have to listen to the whole thing, make sure. And at one point, I told David, I was like, I'm gonna have to edit that out. So anybody got any questions? I don't think there's too many things other to say than we're gonna have
20-minute.
we're gonna have 30 minutes.
No. What?
She gets
No.
nervous.
I get way too nervous for that.
But I love it. I want it to be an hour, but
his old self couldn't handle an hour.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
But 30 minutes is
Your
great.
hand will be so
I
asleep.
love those long mains like that because
his eyes will be all dried out.
Shows who does the most maintenance, So I know my car run 30 minutes. I've done it before. But you never know. That's a lot of stress on a car. So
it's a lot of stress on the pit chick.
Pit for you, scared.
I'm always scared.
David's a good pit guy.
It's a lot of pressure pitting for this guy.
David pitted left-handed last time.
Yeah, see
cool.
that I'm not good at that. But
she says that, and the last time we did it, she killed it. It's different, but I need somebody. I might need some video help for sure because I want to get some videos from pit stops on the last time. So I say one last time. She's not sure about 30 minutes.
I'm right there with her. I'm a nervous wreck.
Yeah, we're gonna have some. We should have a pretty good nitro turnout. I know Jeremy Reed's coming. He's got him a pit spot upstairs. Randy's coming. I don't know if he's running nitro or not. He's wanting to. I gotta see if I can get one more pit spot cleared for him tomorrow in the morning too. Maybe clear out some of Britt's stuff. And then we're gonna have some food. Henderson May's bringing some food. I'm not sure what day he said he's gonna bring it. He's gonna bring it Saturday.
I think.
And I think we're gonna leave it upstairs.
Yeah, burgers and hot dogs or something.
So people can get it up there. We'll announce all that and everything.
And all the proceeds from that will go to the track.
Yeah, all the proceeds are going to.
Look, you ain't kidding. I get nervous anytime I got a
Josh Russell about Tim and me.
I'll almost vomit. When I had my watch work, I would check my pulse and it'd be like 130.
One time we did, I think 30-minute main we did at RC Pro Race. My hand started falling asleep at one spot.
And he thinks he could do an hour.
I can do an hour.
No, you couldn't.
I have to come in the pits and do some.
Your geriatric self couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. There's nothing like it. The pit stop strategies come into play more and everything. So
we should do a pit stop challenge. I've never done a pit stop challenge. I want to do a pit stop challenge.
Yeah, we had pit stop challenge at RC3. She wasn't able to make it, and Justin Whitaker did it for me. We wound up winning. They thought we cheated a little bit because
did you cut the body out?
There were no rules, and the pit lane was backwards. So normally you come in from the left side to the right, from the right side to the left, and the fuel thing's on that side. So when you come in the other way, it's obviously the opposite. So to make it easier, I just took an old body and cut the whole top out of it. And boy, people didn't like it. They raised hell. But there was no rules. I watched the rules carefully, and there was nothing that would keep
just changed tonight, didn't it?
So Devon says food Saturday and raffle for entry and $10 raffle. Yeah, we'll start the.
Do we have other stuff, Devon?
Yeah, he's got some other things to. I don't know if you're going to have other things to raffle or just they're going to be door prizes.
Oh. Okay.
But I'd like for the pit chick to go around collecting some raffles at some point to try to hopefully she can talk them into buying a few more, sweet talk them a little bit.
Whatever.
And
I'll be ugly. Here, get this now.
So yeah, the Absolute Hobbies
buy some
and
tickets.
HB Racing. Chad Phillips is a team manager for HB Racing, and it's through Absolute Hobbies. So they donated the E819 RS. And all the proceeds, they're going to be $10 per ticket. Hope everybody buys multiple tickets. Every dime of it is going back into the track and going to help pay for the dirt removal. Now, not only do we have to move the dirt, we've got to move the dirt twice. Yeah, he's got door prizes, he says.
Okay.
So we have to move the dirt twice. So luckily, I've got a guy at work that is going to do it for us. He's got a Bobcat, and so we're paying him and two other guys to run dump trucks back and forth, and the dirt's coming to my house temporarily. So when we find the location, the dirt's got to be moved to the location, obviously. So,
Oh, this is good because my FedEx package is still saying today by the end of the day too, and I have no clue what I've ordered.
yeah.
Who
So
knows?
we're still waiting on. It says in transit from Macon, Georgia.
Yeah.
It was saying, oh, that's your package.
Yeah.
Mine was coming from Kennesaw, Georgia. So nothing like getting the door prize or raffle prize last minute.
But I'm watching the cameras too to see when FedEx.
That's what she's doing. She's watching for FedEx.
See,
It's sent signature only. Right in my face.
I'm watching.
Yeah. So the buggy's coming signature only, which is not good.
Well, I can wait here tomorrow if it don't come today.
Yeah.
But I do need to come get some practice tomorrow.
Well, maybe I guess Moses comes tomorrow, not Saturday. If it comes Saturday, we're in trouble. Worst case,
we can come home and get it.
We can ship it to somebody.
But we got to be here to sign for it. Yeah.
Worst case, something happens. Well, we could go get it at the FedEx place.
Not on Saturday. They won't be open, will they?
I think so.
For you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they deliver, but will they be open for people to go pick up packages?
So what? No matter what, whoever wins the raffle, we'll get it to them. I'm pretty sure it's going to be here.
And you got to be present to win on Sunday.
Yeah, got to be present Sunday to win. We want to see the joy on somebody's face when they win it. It will have to arrive in Bessemer or Birmingham first before out for delivery. It did say something about Bessemer on there. It said it was scheduled to be here today. What in the world is this thing doing? It won't open now. Try this again.
My travel history shows.
Okay. Hopefully Bessemer won't throw it in their black hole. Yeah, for real.
Right.
It says departed FedEx location, Kennesaw, Georgia at 3 a.m. this morning. So the next step is out for delivery.
Yes, and mine just shows 8:02.
It says scheduled delivery date 10/6 by the end of the day.
I can't. I'm not. Yours says Macon or what, Georgia?
Yeah, so
I'm not convinced we're not talking about the same package because I don't know what I could have possibly ordered.
Mine comes from Kennesaw. Yours is Macon. So Devon has a backup plan for our buggy in case it wasn't going to make it. It's going to make it. There's no doubt about it. And doesn't say anything about Bessemer on here, but David says it has to come through Bessemer.
But they also don't update like they should.
Yeah. So it got to Knoxville yesterday or something, and then it said delay. But the delay went away. That was early this morning. The delay went away, and it said in transit. So,
well, it may still be in transit to Georgia, from Georgia to Birmingham.
Yeah, who knows? It's looking like it might show up tomorrow. Yeah. USPS is worse. Yeah.
Yes.
I've never really had problems from stuff coming from Absolute until this one, but no matter what, we're going to get it. So I got another message from Andrew about the track. Dry spots are both ends of the straight. Right in the pits, the middle tabletop was a little dry. Yeah, that's usually how it is. So I don't want to run the sprinklers anymore tonight because they're going to be muddy in places. So I'm just going to let them sit like they are and check on it in the morning. I'll get there early enough to where I can water again and water the dry spots at least. And we'll probably have to take a break in the middle of the day at least once or twice, probably twice, to water, just a light water, and have it sometime at lunch or something like that. And then we'll water real heavy at night before we go. And we need to blow it off every time as much spot. Blow it off a lot in between, but especially before we water, makes a big difference. So what else do we need to talk about? So Dog talked about John the Voice Jennings calling the races. That's great. He's awesome at it. He's going to run nitro buggy, so we'll come up with somebody at some point to call that race. So entry fees are $35 for the first class, $25 for the second, and $15 for the third. That's a little higher than we normally do, but like I said, we're trying to raise money. So David's thinking about running 4 classes, but try to keep it blow off as much as possible. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to keep it blown off, especially for like the 2-wheel drive classes. So it's going to be fun. I think we'll have plenty of time. I say that we get there and maybe 200 entries show up. I don't know. But we're going to make the most of it. We're going to have fun one last time at this location. And then we're going to be focused on getting our stuff out and our next steps after that. So what we'll be doing after the race, the following week, James says hashtag WRC. So we're going to be Monday. We'll see how wore out we are after this race. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're going to have to prepare for dump trucks. Yeah, 4th class is free, no member discounts. Members pay just like a regular trophy race. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're going to focus on getting everything prepared for the Bobcat and the dump trucks. So I'll bring my tractor, my trailer,
his little baby tractor,
my ladders, anything else you might need. Yeah, that's a haul. So we're going to get the bridge out, get all the wood holding the bridge up out, all the pipe out, all the nails up, get the boards out so we can get him up in there. He's going to bring his machine probably Thursday or Friday night and start preparing the dirt. Got to bust it up before you can start putting it in the dump trucks. So, and we'll need to get the trailers out
by Wednesday.
Before then, by Wednesday, so they can get the dump trucks in there. Talked to Tyler, the landlord, and he said he can move them if he has to. So there's that. He's in a nice way. He said that, if it's in their way, he can move them. I told him mine will be gone Sunday night. I'll be driving the Tahoe up there, and when I leave, I'm taking my trailer with me. And that's it. So then after that, we're going to have to focus on, Tracks La Syrah. That's right. We're going to have a big one, big as we can make it. We're going to take our time and we're going to have a couple of days. So we're going to take our time and have fun. So the longer heat races, I think, will be fun. And then the longer
8-minute heat races.
8-minute heat races. And that'll stretch it out. And there'll be, because we're going to have only 2 heat races during the day, if there's a bunch of classes, 8 minutes, I think should be fine. And we may adjust that according to turnout. If we have 500 people show up, which ain't going to happen, we may change it, but we'll make that decision.
So right now it's looking like 8
minutes. The plan is to have 8-minute qualifiers.
And 15-minute nitro mains.
No, times 2. May pit at 15 minutes.
If it's times 2, we're going to pit at a lot of minutes.
No.
At 7, 15, and 22. Something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I think Joseph always fusses about having the 8-minute qualifiers because he can't seem to run 8 minutes. You got to be able to run 8 minutes. He's so fast, so I need him to have to pit during the heat race. So, but my car is going to be dialed. You can count on that. And the weather's going to be cool. So
it's going to get real cool at night. Yeah. Like 40s and 50s, isn't it?
And I've got cool weather tires that I need to use up that I'd probably not use nowhere else but the warehouse. So you can believe I will have plenty of grip, maybe too much. So I've got some black compound tires that I need to use up, and we'll see how that goes. I ran some Tuesday night, Black Reflexes, and they were incredible. So, and it wasn't as cool as it's going to be this weekend. So I'm pretty excited about that. I should keep that hat on.
That's 6 and 7.
Yeah. So yeah. Anybody else? Anybody got any questions? I don't know what else we need to cover.
So the track's going to be open from 10 to 10 tomorrow.
10?
Then open at 10 Saturday until you
No. It opens Saturday at 6. Start racing at 10. We're going to take entries. Oh, that's another thing.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take entries till about 9 o'clock, and we'll probably have a driver's meeting at 9:30. The driver's meeting, I'm expecting to be a little emotional.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'll probably get choked up. I'm going to try not to talk too much sentimental stuff because I cry real easy. So
no, he don't cry real easy, but he's crying over this track real easy.
I do cry real easy. I'm very emotional. So
you need your hormones checked.
So the reason we're doing this is what I wanted to mention that I forgot to say was the reason we're doing 2 qualifiers Saturday and 1 Sunday is if somebody can't make it to the race Saturday, we are going to take entries Sunday morning. If you want to message me ahead of time, I can enter you whenever. No, I shouldn't say that. I mean, like if Sunday morning, we're going to take entries for people that can only come one day.
So don't message him Saturday saying you're coming Saturday and enter.
Yeah, I'm probably too busy to do that Saturday. I shouldn't even said that. So, but let's see here. Devon says he'll be there at 10, but probably not till 10 tomorrow. That's fine. How much is that RC in the window? Is there an RC in the window?
I'm not seeing one.
I'm not sure what you mean. Sign me up for Nitro Buggy / the Queens for E-Buggy. We'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow night, at some point, I can take entries if you're going to be there. I got to get it set up. It's probably going to be later in the afternoon, and then Saturday morning. And then Sunday, we will take some entries for people who just want to race one day. You can have 1 qualifier in the mains. The main thing is we need everybody's support. So if you can come one day and race and help us out, that'd be great. We usually don't try to ask for much, but this time we need help because we got a lot of expenses coming up, and we're not sure what we're doing. We still don't know what we're doing yet. We're trying to find something to do, but for now we got to focus on first things first, right? So we get our stuff out and get it stored. We got a lot of stuff. We started looking around in there. There's a lot of things to put up, and some things can be left outside. The screen blipped real funny. Some of the things that can be left outside, we're going to bring to my house. I've got a spot in the back. My house is 3 acres. And most of it's woods, but back there in the back.
And we're on the corner house on a dead end.
Yeah, we're on a dead end street, so the dump trucks coming in aren't going to be a problem. So basically, it's my house, a little bit of yard, and then woods. And then back there in the woods, I've got a cleared off spot that I did to build a track and never did.
You mean a shop?
Oh, he's joking around, asked if I had any more questions. Yeah. So there's room for the dirt. It just sits back there now. Right now, I got a car hauler that I haul the cars on, or the tractor or whatever.
And a bunch of old tires.
I got to get rid of. I got to do that. So I got it all cleared out. I had to dig out some stumps and trees. Like you come in, there's like an island of trees that I never cleared out. So I finished that the other day, and there's plenty of room for the dump trucks to come in and out and store everything for now. So the bridge, I got a spot back there where the tractor stays under. Nitro Danny's.
Not sure how Carrie would feel about that.
So
she's like the only house in the dead end across the street from us, and it's right across from where the dirt's going.
We could technically put a track out there, and some of us run on it if we want to, but I don't think it's. It's not a long-term option for sure.
Mm-mm.
But if it comes down to it, we got to do that to make laps on them. We could do that, but probably could put the Connex box out there if we can find one, if we can afford it. So there's that. That could be, like I say, in the future. The plan is, I think it would be great if we had a Connex box, put all our stuff in it, and then once we get to our place, that could be the base of the driver's stand. You go up on top of it, and then we store everything we need to store and lock up in there. So I think it'd be perfect. I think a lot of other people have done that too. According to the size of the track, it may need to be a little taller, but we can fix that, no problem. So, been a lot of reminiscing and everything over the last couple of weeks. Actually, the last week, everybody putting up old videos and stuff.
That's been neat to see.
Yeah, people that were doing it even before I was doing it, like Chris
The
Stevenson.
mannequin is just disturbing. I will say that.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw the pictures of the mannequin, the pregnant mannequin.
Where the crap? What's the story behind that? Where did it even come from?
I don't know.
I need to know this.
The couch that's downstairs used to be up there, and everybody's talking about the couch. That could tell stories and everything. I don't know if Cookie brought it in or Joe Ferris or somebody. I don't know where it came from, but it showed up, and they just did all kind of goofy things with it. Yeah, there's pictures of people. They'd been up there drinking or whatever, and they'd laying down with this mannequin. It was funny. They dressed it up. Yeah, it was funny. It's crazy stuff. I mean, just a bunch of grown men
playing with a pregnant mannequin.
Yeah, a bunch of grown nerds playing with toy cars and having a good time. It's been great. A lot of stories over the years. It's been pretty awesome. So I still think there's some of the greatest stories you can't even talk about in public. But
so how late does FedEx deliver? Like if it's 7:00,
she's wanting to go eat. That's what she's thinking. So we got 15 people on there. Anybody else that's new on here that didn't get to hear any of my speech about the race, feel free to ask any questions. So we're just talking about our big race this weekend's our last one at the warehouse, and then we got to start moving stuff out.
After dark.
So we're gonna have a lot of classes. We're gonna run. We need to have 5 to a class, really. We might do less than that. We'll probably, according to the turnout, we'll probably do less than that because we need the money. To be honest, if the turnout is huge, we might need to make sure we got so many in a class. But I think we've always done 3 in a class, and we'll have to stay on top of corner marshals. Corner marshals have been
that drives me insane.
Corner marshals, for the most part, have been much better the last several races. People have finally started working a little better. A lot of the new people have been a lot better about that. So we're going to need people to get their stuff and get out there and corner marshal. And one thing I've wanted to do that I saw another track do, I hadn't tried it yet, is skip a race, like your race.
Your race 3, but you're going to corner marshal race 5.
Right. I think that would work out. I never tried it. Maybe this is not the place to try it.
But then if you get in your trailer or your pit spot after race 3, like during race 4, are you really going to keep up with when that race is over? Or are we going to have to come hunt you down because you've lost track of time?
It worked at that race. It was a JBRL race. I think it worked really good. So Jared says, won't be able to make it Sunday, but I'll run 4 classes Saturday and give it all in the qualifier. Sounds good. Hope we have some 4-wheel drive SCT. I do too. I think there will be. I've heard a couple people talking about it. I know you just got a new one, so pretty sure you're excited about running. What'd you get, a Techno or? I think it was a Techno, wasn't it? I think that's pretty much the one to beat right now, I think. I see some people running the Losi pretty good, but it looks a little more fragile, if I'm honest.
Fragile?
Yeah, Techno, yep. David's a suck up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to running some. Made that video about the anti-squat. I changed on mine and made a big improvement on the e-buggy. I'm anxious to try that on the Nitro car. Nitro car is really good already. Greg, what did I miss? Well,
no, God, Greg Trott.
You missed the talk.
Go back and watch the replay.
You missed us talking about you Tuesday night.
Getting trotted.
Yeah, you're trying to trot everybody, trying to cheat somehow. He knows he's got to cheat to beat the hammer.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, the first 2 races I was trying to save tires and it wasn't working, so I had to put the good tires on there and pour it on him. Dave said, forgot I ran a 17-1 with this truggy the first weekend I ran it last year, hoping to beat that this weekend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was the fastest lap until a couple weekends ago when Joseph bust off a 17-0. But he's announced
one lap for every trot.
Everybody that trots somebody. So the new term is when you get trotted. Now here's another thing about that. The first race Tuesday night, I almost trotted Greg. I hit him, but the difference is what made it not trotting is I hit him and I stopped and waited. When Greg does it, he hits you, plows through you, and takes off. Doesn't wait on you. So that's the definition of being trotted. Trotting is the way of life. Yeah.
That's the thug life.
Greg Trott's claim to fame is trotting people. So, yeah, if you notice, Greg, I almost trotted you. And I almost said something about I trotted you, but I realized once I stopped, I actually didn't trot you. I just bumped you because you're in the way. So, yeah, I think my car was pretty good. The track was super dry, and I was able to do like 17.6, a couple of 17.7s with that last setup. What I did do in that last race, too, just something I wanted to try, is I took out all the chassis braces on it. HB, what I noticed the other day, it was really good. When I brought out that first race, it had a lot of flex. I noticed the chassis braces were loose. I was like, I wonder, all these techno guys are running theirs without braces. I've never seen anybody do an HB. I'm going to try it. A big track that you'd probably taco the chassis and ruin it, but I figured I want to try it, and I ran it with no braces on it, and it was pretty good. But I'm afraid you're going to mess something up doing that long term. What I'd like to do is experiment with some softer braces. Everybody's putting these stiff braces in. I think it's the wrong way to go. I think that one of the things that makes that car as good as it is the chassis flex. You smoked me in the first race. I just got through explaining that I had slicks on the car the first race, and it was almost undrivable. But if you want to call it that, we'll call it that. I did turn 17.8 on slicks on a dry track, which is really crazy. Yeah, it's 4mm chassis. Yeah, the HB is super flexible as it is. But when you tighten those braces up, it gets pretty stiff. So what I want to do is come up with some more flexible bracing. What happens to the little balls in it and everything, they get loose, end up breaking, and it flexes a lot. And that's the way it was when I started Tuesday night. Well, I tightened them up, and the car got worse. So like on the Nitro car, they got the metal brace under the diff that stiffens the chassis up. I can't even drive it with that in there. It's too stiff. So you take that out and put the plastic in, the chassis flexes a lot more, and it's way better. It's a lot more grip. So I think one of the things about the thin chassis and the flex it makes is one of the things that makes it so good. But like I say, you can't really do that at a big track. You'd tear it up. But our track, you probably could tear it up, but I figured what it hurt 1 10-minute race. Worst case is only one more race I can run in anyway. Take the braces out of the truggy. Greg says he only plows when someone's on top of me. Yeah. Long chassis, the metal is fine for me, unbolted. You talking about a Techno? David's Truggy is freaking good.
Open your thing and see if it still shows that it's coming today. See if they've updated it.
What does yours say?
It still says it's coming. It says mine's 9.8 pounds. I'm telling you, I have no clue what I've ordered.
Oh, it's doing that again. It says copy. So we're waiting up. Oh, David says it's clapped out too.
Delayed. Initially expected Thursday.
Okay. So it looks like the buggy's going to show up tomorrow.
You can sign up for alerts. You have 2 alerts.
No, I don't want alerts. I get enough alerts as it is. So I guess if anybody's got any more questions, we'll answer them. If not, we might. We're going to try to make this an hour. We got about 4 more minutes. Anybody? Oh yeah, Jersey HB. That's right. I remember you had HB. Long chassis with the metal.
Oh, it's just funny because now mine's pending.
So I kind of would like to put. It's not really enough room, but I'd kind of like to put a shock absorber in the back. I think that'd be pretty neat. One day might be something I fool with, but right now I'm not going to have a track to go practice on anytime I want. I know a lot of people are putting that carbon brace in the back that makes it really stiff. I don't think that's the way to go. I like it loose. I like when the little ball ends get loose and it has a lot of flex. It seems to work a lot better. But we're talking about the e-buggy, which it's e-buggy. I don't spend that much time on it. Nitro buggy now. The Nitro buggy is money. Oh, HB long chassis with the metal chassis brace. I got you. I have tried using the metal brace under the diff because I think it should work, but I always end up taking it out. So one day I finally took it and threw it in the garbage and said I'm never putting it back in there because no matter what I did, the plastic was always better with my setup. Now, at first, one thing I did do for a while is when I first started running is I would run the metal chassis with the bolts in it. And then as the track loosened, that's when the track had a lot of grip. When the track loosened up a little bit, you take the bolts out and it gives you a little more grip. Then if you need more than that, you can go ahead and put the plastic in there. So that's a good option. The only time I see ever using that is if you have a high grip track, Stock 3 mil chassis had metal bolted, went to King's Head metal front and rear chassis braces. Oh, you're talking about on the Truggy. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that. Now, another thing that I did, I like the stock Nitro motor engine mount because of its lightweight and it's less bracing on the chassis. It lets it flex a little more. But there's a problem with the way it's milled out, I think, that's causing the engine to not have a good seat and cracking. So I went to the 817 two-piece mount, and it's got a little more bracing in the chassis, a little less flex, but it's something you got to do. So it's one of those things. I'd rather use the stock one. Infamous RC says, live in Dothan and wanted to come up there and run, but unfortunately can't make it there. Wish y'all the best of luck. Well, thank you. We'll have something, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people run the 817 three-piece mount. I tell you what, I got one that was drilled out wrong. The spacing was wrong. And I thought that's when I first had one of those engine ears crack. or broke completely off. I thought that's what it was, but later on I discovered that if you look at it, especially the OS engine, where it's milled out in the center, there's only like 2 little tabs where the engine flange sits on there. And it's just over time it stretches out and messes up the engine. So I've got my M3X engine is cracked now. I need to replace the case on it to fix that. So that's when I finally decided I had to give up on it. That mount, I like the way the chassis flexes better. I wish I could get somebody to make one that was more solid right there. I like the way it flexes better. I like the mount. I like it. I like it's a lot lighter weight, but it's just I can't afford for engines to break every now and then. So I think it's something. Hopefully, there's something I'll work on with a new car when it comes out. I drilled out. As a matter of fact, I did drill out the engine on my OS engines. The funny thing is, the Nova Rossi is fine. The Nova Rossi has a bigger hole in it, and it's fine. When I was running Nova Rossi, it never was a problem. When I went to the OS, I think it was when I got my Truggy. And what I did, I've sized up a drill bit the same size as a Nova Rossi and drilled it out, and it's been fine ever since. So, but yeah, the 817 mount is fine. So, Cyclone, you out. I appreciate you stopping by. Maybe they drilled them for performance. Could be. I don't know. I measured it. I've got it. I got it on my notes somewhere. I've got the measurement between the one. I think I got 2 that are different. But it is off just a little bit. They were fine for, I've been using, I guess it was when the 819 came out. I'm not sure that I ever had.
He's old. He can't remember.
I can't remember. I never had an 819. I had an
you went from 817 to the 8.
I had 817 V2
Uh-huh.
and liked it so much. I never bought the 819, and then I wound up waiting until the RS came out. So I went straight from a V2 to an RS. The V2 is still a capable car. I think it's just good. It's still a really good car.
And you know how I remember that? Because you had the Run D817 shirt, and we had to change and make the Run.
Well, it doesn't say RS though. It says
no, it doesn't. It just says.
Yeah, somebody said I need to put RS on it. Yeah. Now we're talking a bunch of A2B talk. So you're right. The 817 V2 is still a great car. I tell people all the time, they think they got to have the newest whatever. I say, man, if you find a V2, an 817 V2, don't hesitate to buy it. It is a damn good car. Really good. I've driven some 819s with the longer chassis. I didn't like it. I never set one up myself, so I can't really say that. Yeah. You got them all, yeah. I usually end up selling mine when I get a new one, but my V2, I'm still impressed with that car. I still like it. Like I say, it's almost the same car. Car's a hybrid, yeah. Mm-hmm. I do like the way they just make subtle changes, make them all interchange. Everybody, I've seen a lot of people lately want to come out with a whole new design and change it. I think that's crazy. I think that what they got works. I think it'd be crazy to change it. I love the way they do it. It's always great to be able to have it all work. And a lot of people are talking about this new quick change diff case. I'm still not on board with that. I think we talked about that.
Okay, well, my butt can't handle this hard chair anymore. It's used to a lazy boy.
817 V2 for
out.
a new person. Oh, we're losing the pit chick. She's ready to go eat too, so we're probably going to cut it off here in a minute.
That's killing my back too.
I'm not going to disagree. I think the V2. The one thing that the 19 started with was the lighter drivetrain, the gears and everything. That was a big difference. That was when I went from the V2 to that. Of course, I had the universals on the V2, And then when I went to that light drivetrain with RS, that blew me away. That thing lights off so hard. Really good response from that light drivetrain. I really impressed with that. So if nobody has any more questions about the race, I think I'm going to cut it off. We're going to be there. I'll be there early in the morning, just like I always do, just like every other Saturday I've been doing for the last how many ever years I've been racing. One last time, I guess, or one weekend anymore. Yeah, it rolls more free, and I think the engine response is way better. Really happy with that. I think I could tell right away that the car lights off the power much better. Okay, David, we'll see you in the morning. I guess you're off tomorrow. I took a vacation day, and got to make sure everything goes right. I usually don't get to do that. I usually don't want to use up my days, but this is important to me. So, cool. I'm glad to see you there, and we'll make the most of it. We're gonna have a good time, and we'll see everybody tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday or both or all three. And y'all make sure you like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.